us at the right time. Welcome to Will Save. Will Save. Will Save. Woo! I am your cloaked GM, John Swan, and I have a question. If you could take
cloak, I don't see a
right.
cloak.
Hang on.
I'm cloaked. Hang on. Cut me out of the video. Wipe me from the video. Hey man, if you've been
Oliver Jeffers painting.
Ooh, like an Oliver Jeffers painting? Dude, those are so rad. Look those up. Vinnie, if you have been listening, I don't think that you listen to the show, Vinnie, because I've been putting in a different adjective every time. We'll say the podcast. You might not know. Yeah.
Why are you breaking the fourth wall, man?
Right?
Yeah. Look, question. If you could take a class again, high school, elementary school, college, whatever, what would you take? That's what I want to know.
I'll go first. Linear algebra.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. And why is that?
Nerd.
I would go back and I would retake it. I forget the professor's name. I'd definitely look it up though at Pasadena City College. But I took linear algebra with him the first semester, and I bombed the first test. And I was lazy because like the homework was voluntary, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this shit.
Voluntary.
And so I didn't do the homework.
Sounds like Knighton.
And I failed that test, and I was like, man, I dropped the class. I was like, this is the first time I've ever failed the test. So I'm not gonna do it. And I've never taken a linear algebra class that was anywhere compared to the level that he taught it at. It was mind-boggling and amazing. He broke it down like all the way back to the axioms, like what is the number one? What are we talking about there? And how do you get from 1 to 2? And what is 1 plus 1? And you had to actually break those down. But the way he taught it was just phenomenal. Yeah. So I would go back and retake it.
But then you failed the test, and you.
Yeah, apparently everybody failed it, and I was just like, I caught up in my head about it. And I asked him,
Which is
and
fine.
the professor even told me like, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, no, you don't think you understand, man. I have a 4.0. I can't risk that. And then I changed quickly into a 3.3 student.
I like this redemption arc for you, dude.
Yeah.
I like this arc.
I'm gonna end up
degrees
teaching
get
linear
degrees.
algebra when I retire.
Yeah.
Hopefully at his
That sounds
level.
nice.
Are you rolling some sort of device?
Yeah,
Loudly?
Playing with my
What you doing there, Kev?
no, you got okay. This is not an advertisement for them, but Yarrow Studios makes flip die, and I just got mine. It was a Kickstarter, and I got my flip die. These are the die. They are coins, and there's a D4 and a D10, and they have little notches with ball bearings inside. Ball bearing balls inside, and when you flip them,
An important distinction for any mechanical engineering folk out there.
Well, on the box they call them ball bearings, which is why I said that.
Oh.
Which is wrong. Kev, you only have 15 seconds left in your spot, so.
I know. Well, I'm going to be playing with them all night.
Before we cut it and have an ad?
Yeah, they're not loud at all.
Nope. You flip them, and then you slam them down, and then you get a number. Like that. I got a 4 on my D6. So,
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's like a pog.
Yeah.
It's like a
It is
podcast.
it looks like a slammer.
they're kind of
Dude, it
slammers.
looks like a fucking intense slammer.
I just love everything.
That would be like the
about them.
bonus, dude. If you had that as a slammer, you could like throw it, slam it, and then whatever it hits is your extra that you get to steal.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they should add that in. That sounds cool.
Hogs.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor actually, like, he worked in someplace that manufactured stuff, and so he actually cut these like steel. I had a 1/2-inch thick steel slammer.
Slammer?
You were dirty.
Wow.
Yeah, I won so many pogs.
You went with a third-party pog. Yeah.
You got all of my paper, cardboard, compressed things.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right.
What other classes do you guys want to talk about, nerds?
I don't know. Still angry at Winter.
Wait, what?
Well, I'll segue into that. I would retake.
Glass and
I
Jimmy.
would retake Advanced Computer Science AP.
Oh, okay.
Not because I did bad or didn't learn anything. I was just an asshole back then. And I could have gone further and farther if I had not been such a prickly dude. But yeah, I think I missed out on an opportunity to work on a laser barometry project at JPL because of that. So I would go back and I would kick ass all the same, but I would have a nice, kinder attitude and not so cocksure.
That's a good word.
Cocksure. Yeah.
What's cocksure?
Also,
Definition?
yet another kind of redemption arcy thing. You're like, like
You literally asked a redemption arc question, John. It begs a redemption arc.
it begs of one.
Yeah, like who
Kelly?
would retake
Benny?
a class just to retake it?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, that was gonna be my answer, but we'll get there. It's fine.
Did you like enjoy it?
I did.
Are you talking
I
about
was
like
trying to-
enjoyment classes, like pottery?
I liked my geology class. I also liked all my like the theater class was really good. My senior high school senior theater time was just incredible.
Theater class was fun. I'll agree to that.
Yeah.
Film symposium at
would-
USC. If you're a USC,
It fills up quick
get
in a
there.
public high school, and it's all politics. Let me tell you, boys.
Hey man, if you get cast in the play, you get cast in the play. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's whatever.
In the musical.
Theater
Yeah.
classes
Oh.
are really fun. They're full of like the weirdest fun people.
Yeah.
I would probably go back. I'm torn between two classes. One is a redemption arc, audio recording techniques. I rolled in and I was kind of a headstrong jackass at the time, and had been working in production for a few years. And so because I worked at this one nonprofit for those few years, I knew everything there was to know, and there wasn't anything this professor was going to teach me.
Ooh.
And so I had a really shitty attitude, and it was a Saturday morning class, and so I think I showed up to the first two, decided I wasn't going to learn anything, and never showed up to the rest of them.
Wow.
In those 2 Saturdays, I did rewire the studio so that they could track all 24 channels instead of just 4.
And your professor didn't do that, so
No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah. So.
Suck an egg.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like you were too good for that class, man. I think you're fine.
I certainly thought I was, that's for sure. But no, the class I would just go back to because I enjoyed it was combo. I
combo.
played a lot of jazz in college, and so for a few hours every week, it was just 5 guys in a
Jamming.
room jamming.
Good
And
times.
those were such good times where it's improv, but it's musical improv, and so you got a real loose framework, and everybody's just grooving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
You got the professor there being like, hey, that was good, or hey, why don't you try this? And you're like, yeah, that's cool. I didn't think of that either. Let's take it again. 3, 2, 3, 4. And it's like, yeah, you're working on it real time.
Indeed, such a good time. And I mean, most times the professor wasn't even there. It was just the 5 of us cutting up.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He was hungover.
Yeah, that or he was rewiring the studio.
Right.
Yeah. Now that reminds me that I would probably I didn't take this class, and that's why I would go back, is I would take a songwriting class at USC. I just thought that I was busy. I thought that I should focus on instrument and jazz stuff. And there were a few times where somebody was taking it and I would learn their song and play it with them. And I just wish that I had done that, because over the course of, what was it, 14, 16, however many weeks, you write a song every 2 weeks, man. That's just
That's dope.
but and then you play it in front of everybody, and then they give you feedback. It's that's the best way to learn, man. So I would do that again. Kelly, would you take your basic computers class where you learn about Windows for the first time again?
Windows 3.1.
really digging in there.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
What did I say after this? Sorry.
Oh no, it's all
Kelly.
right. I'm still negative about the experience of trying to get Windows to work with all of our recording stuff on my end. So I'm just gonna throw negative things out. In actual fact, I liked my programming classes; they were really fun. I never took an actual computers class proper, but yeah, fuck Windows. And then also, so since I'm so negative, there was one time where I flirted. I'm sorry, Windows. I don't like you.
Thank you, Microsoft, for all the work you don't do.
Yes,
And just
it's
buy.
just such a mess.
I'm just saying, 4 of the 5 of us are on Macs, and we don't seem to have these problems.
I have a Mac. I
Yeah.
could do it on the Mac. I guess I just need to
I have
do
other
that from now
problems,
on.
but
Yeah, Kev always Kev's not a Luddite, but he's just like, I just want to live 15 years in the past. So then, like, I think like his computer is like
He's
old
like,
as
man,
hell.
man, this all runs really well on snow.
I can
leopard."
run Excel.
It's just like,
it's just like
Kev's not a Luddite, but
he just likes to stay a little bit in the past. You know?
100% accurate.
He's like an
He stays
Amish
one step
person
behind.
that's just now getting a Model T Ford, and he's just like, all right.
that has
you
his
know.
1 year.
Model T is
where-
one of my favorite cars.
Oh my God, no! Stop it.
sure, but you don't drive it to work every day.
I drove a 67 Mustang to work every day for about a year.
But that's dang it. Hold on, I gotta redo my video. See.
Windows.
Yeah, rough.
Can I just say, in high school,
yeah.
I went to a magnet school for like a year, and it
Nice.
was science and technology magnet. And I was like into computers, right? A theme.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I like signed up to take extra courses in like computers as elective.
Yeah.
And turns out, there's a required like minimum class that you have to take, like, you know, like your orientation, like computer literacy is what they literally called it. They called it tech literacy, and they had another one called computer applications, and they were the same class. And I was so pissed. and they're like, well, you're stuck. Like, fuck, you kidding me? It's such a waste. But like,
You had to do the same project over and over again.
Yep. It was literally,
Same
it
thing.
was slightly different order. Some of the
Right,
things
yeah,
were
yeah.
slightly tweaked, but it was literally the same class. Like, you learn Microsoft's suite of applications, and that's
Yes.
like technical literacy, I guess. Come on.
I remember when in Navy Nuke School, they were like, hey, next week we're going to be doing calculus. And I've already taken calculus at this point, and I was like, yes, finally some real math. And then we got into that class, and they were like, so you have this line, we're going to draw boxes up to the line and shade those in and count the squares. And I was like, oh, calculus.
This is fake calculus.
Yeah. And that's as far as we got, because we didn't need to do anything higher
That's
than
it?
that. Yeah.
They weren't like, so here's an integral, here's a derivative.
No. Yeah.
Wow.
My actual answer to the question is like it's more of a revenge thing. Like I
theme.
once
It's a theme.
took a what
Different
is it?
type of redemptive arc.
Yeah, an interior design class just for the hell of it. I thought it would be like really fun. And I almost flirted with the idea of like doing that, just to see. But like it was so boring and lame. And then like the professor was like, cool, I want you to, instead of doing anything awesome, I want you to go and like cut out a bunch of pictures of various like, I don't even know, styles of design. But she's like, it can't be from the internet.
They
And
want a
it has
Pinterest
to
mood
be,
board.
yeah, but I wish I could do that. But then she was like, no, you have to go and find magazines. Like the only magazines I had and could find were like country design. You know those like things that are like, ooh,
Yeah,
here's our like,
country
you know,
home.
like country home. I'm like, I can
Also,
only
what are you
find
gonna
one
do?
style
Buy
thing.
a bunch of
designs.
magazines and cut them? What kind of crazy shit
Yeah.
is that?
It's so ridiculous.
Graywood floors again?
Yeah, I couldn't. And then I had like what Dwell as like my modern example, but that was all I could do. And
Dwell.
she wanted the most ridiculous, absurd things. I rage quit the next day, and then I was just like, I wish I could just tell her that she shouldn't do it. That's the only reason why I want to take that class again.
You should go to the
tell her that
registrar
and then quit.
complain.
What'd you
That's
say?
what I would
Dude.
do.
It reminds me a whole lot of my operating systems professor, who like was a genius, like tortured genius, but a genius nonetheless, and would make us write out code, C++ code,
Yeah.
with a pencil and paper.
That would.
I mean, on a test, maybe.
Was it like for homework?
For assignments, for quizzes, for tests. for all of it.
Yeah, that
He
could
didn't read
be.
that shit.
Also,
He did
like
not.
you knowing syntax does not make you a good programmer. That's like really dumb, in my opinion.
is.
Yeah, like so.
And like,
Use a linter, everyone.
well, like that's the thing.
If you're
you're
programming,
if you're
use
writing
a linter and an IDE.
anything,
use
you're
Notepad.
using
You're
an
not
IDE.
cool.
Yeah.
It's going to offer suggestions and autocomplete and color
That's
correction
okay.
and all that stuff. Like,
That's what you.
no, we're not programming anything in assembly here. Like, please.
In the old days,
I don't know
Well,
where this-
even if I was using assembly, I would still use an IDE. I would never.
Right.
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
Legend has it, and if some of you people that have been around for a while longer know this, that are listening or not, I don't know. But like in the old days, you used to like have punch cards, right? And then you would wait in a long line, and then you would hope that your code would compile. Like there was, you had to get it right the first time or second time, so you didn't go insane. That's what they say, but yeah.
This was the time.
Yeah,
This
but I don't
was
want to
the
live in
way.
that time.
It's not the waiting further.
I wanted to add,
Yes?
John.
But even those punch
yes.
cards had, like, you couldn't just show up with your random punch card. Like, you're not, like, you would literally, like, punch, like, a form out. Like, that's how you wrote your code. It wasn't, like, you handwriting code.
It's true. I forgot that
And
Will
then
was there.
You have
Yeah.
bad handwriting. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Invented
Will actually
Fortran,
helped.
bro.
Yeah, come on, dude. Kelly, what did you want to shout out?
Well, I should have
Or
maybe
who?
waited for a natural lull, but here we go. So I wanted to.
This is the lull.
What we like to do in the Discord is in the Rules and Mistakes channel, when you start to make contributions to the rules and let us know about our mistakes, of which there are many. We like to dub you a rules lawyer, a rules paralegal, excuse me, and give you that role and assign it to you. So today. Heerz or Heerz, I don't know. Your icon, I think we mentioned you before on the pod, but your icon is like a frog that's just like pointing into the abyss. I really like it. It's funny, and it's exactly the kind of frog picture I would like. But thank you for contributing to the Rules and Mistakes channel and talking about how we basically screwed up grenades. So here we go. I officially dubbed thee a rules paralegal. Which means that you'll get annoyed whenever we like ping the rules paralegals. So here you go. Yeah, save.
Welcome.
Congratulations. I'll officially let you know in the Discord.
And if you or anybody you know likes to debate Starship or Starfinder rules or wants to contribute, jump in at discord.willsaythepodcast.com. Is that the right
Love to
URL?
see
Did I
you,
get
even
that?
if you're not a rules
Sweet.
paralegal.
Even if you're not.
If you want to up your chances of getting shouted out on the podcast, being a rules paralegal is the right way to do it because we always mention like the individual.
Way heavily.
I mean, there's other ways, but it's the best way.
That is one way. There are other ways. There might be even more ways.
Gazoon
Who knows?
But don't turn into a Kevin where
Stay
you're
tuned.
constantly being like, but actually, like, you got to like balance it out. All right.
Maybe if you just followed the
yeah,
rules, Kelly.
All right. So let's get into
Speaking of rules,
a
ask one?
recap.
Can I ask one question first?
My finger is
I'm so sorry.
twitching.
I'm so sorry, John. So, like, I've got about one glass left in the bottle. And,
Okay.
like, I don't want to dirty a glass, but I also feel weird drinking scotch right out of the bottle.
Do it.
Is that
That's fine.
Why?
As long
How
as
do
you
you feel
sniff
about
it
that?
and then swirl it and do all the
sniff,
fancy stuff.
swirl? Okay, cool.
Colin, that's what we do with space rum. We just down it right out of the bottle.
Right. All right. Well,
Sounds like you're gonna get a lot of
Cheers.
nice.
It's a rules.
Rules and beverages.
Kev is the only one who's like,
I like rules. To the letter of the law.
let's jump in. You four and Kaneko Breeze are at the helm of the Steward's Banshee Special Ops Edition starship. On the eve of battle, by eve I mean you had a moment, there's a pause. Because after nearly all of Pike's Peritons, not the stewards, have attacked you due to mental conditioning from the Greys, you have made your way to the bridge to take
Take it to the bridge.
it to the bridge, everybody. Take on this gray ship that's holding you in place due to the drift shadow projector. Question, why are they still here? What could they be thinking? Why did they twist the minds of your shipmates to plot against you?
Because they were never there. They're robots. This is a ruse. It's all a simulation.
Oh, like the Greys are not even real, so there's something behind even the Greys, potentially.
Yeah.
That could be, I mean...
These thoughts and more
Well, the Greys are just a second
What?
fold.
must be
Yes.
racing through each of your minds.
What if we're still in the
As
first
you-
fold? Sorry. I don't know.
We could still be on the first. We're like on the verge of the second fold.
I can sense this nervous
We
energy.
really don't know
awaiting.
where we are.
You know why we're nervous? Because we're about to do starship combat, John, and I can only speak for myself, but I don't know what I'm doing. So
I've read the
We'll
rules.
try our
so
best.
deal
Alright.
with it.
It's gonna be a good time.
we tried.
Let's.
I've done it before, but I feel like the pressure's now a little bit heightened.
You know what the pressure is? The pressure is to just have a good time and be the awesome
Which way
players
is
that you guys
front?
are.
Purple is right.
The forward. So as we get back into it,
Oh shit!
Let's
I didn't mean to
recall that
rotate
Dr. OK-
it.
let's recall that Dr. OK piloted the ship to turn around. That was the start of starship combat as Dr. OK pulled a Yui, as they say in the business,
I'm not trying
in
to.
order to get one on this vehicle, which again, or the starship, which we know was in the aft portion of the ship before Dr. OK moved it. And it was showing up on scans, but you can't see anything there. So, as we enter in Foundry, Dr. OK is our pilot. Colin Edenbrand is one of our gunners. Heerz is a science officer. Rick 19 is the second gunner at this first round. And Kaneko
I would say that
Breeze.
I'm the primary gunner.
I mean, he does shoot the most.
Are you on the turret or are you on the
I'm on
switching
the
around?
Gunner's Council, which is
The Gunners Council.
the council and council. Both. I am
The Council of Guns.
Okay. Kaneko is our captain.
Kevin's like,
Now-
Oh yeah. Nothing.
What did we call
Kaneko,
captain? Didn't we call captain?
the
something?
morale officer.
confidence officer?
Morale officer.
Morale officer.
Confidence
There it
officer.
is. So here's the thing. I'm going to let
Confidence
you all
man.
not only control Kaneko, like decide what she does, you can decide. You will also role play as Kaneko. I think it just makes sense to have that.
I think-
all on your side of the chessboard here. So, who wants to do it?
To do what?
Let's
To
go.
control
Role play.
Kaneko.
Play as Kaneko.
No, not me.
Kaniko.
Do we get like her character sheet to reference or
Not
like,
the. So I did put up her stats in our internal server. I will copy them again. Me copy this again, and I will put it into our chat here on video client.
Unnamed video client.
Unnamed video client.
not Zoom.
Okay, it didn't do that, so I'm just gonna resend it because it won't go. So I'm gonna resend it in Starfinder. You can see her
If
skills,
Kevin
which
needs
should
it,
be
just
relevant.
make sure you send it to his Hotmail.
Also, thank you, Foundry, for adding in a cool. He'll get it whenever he connects to the dial-up. So,
Earthlink.
thank you, Foundry, for allowing this cool thing in Foundry where you can add in your crew members to roles in your starship when you designate a token as starship. It's really, really neat. Really cool. Really cool. Really cool.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Any questions before we begin? Don't forget that you got this green orb in your corner that allows you to turn on and off the firing arc. Right now, the Void Crier has moved, I think, roughly 8 or 10 hexes back and done a Yui, as we said, facing the opposite direction. The forward arc is to the right. Tensions, are they high on the ship? What's going on?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Gonna add you guys into the combat encounter here, and we are going to begin starship combat.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, 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 bum. All right. First things first, we're gonna start with everybody's in their roles where they're gonna be, right? First round. Who wants to go in the engineering phase of round 1? What is? There's no one in the engineer seat.
Yeah, there is no.
So is there
Right.
any?
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
question: can I act in the like as magic officer and gunner? I think I have to choose one.
You have to choose for this round.
Okay.
You're supposed to choose at the top of the round too.
Top of the round.
Cool. I'm actually gonna slide into the magic officer role. And I'm going to look. Colin's going to look very closely at the coolant tubes and how the bubbles are rising and falling, and divinate from how those are moving.
Departure from nucleate boiling.
Yes, that. Thank you, Kevin. Whatever those words are.
Is that a subway thing? I mean, a submarine thing that just happened.
Is that a subway thing?
Nuclear power thing.
No, it's definitely a subway thing.
It's actually more of a heat exchanger.
That's how they make the sandwiches.
That's how they make the sandwiches.
Out of rubber? No?
All right, so you might be able to drag yourself in the Void Crier if you want to switch over in crew, but you are now... Sorry, you went into the magic officer's role?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out, how do I get to the Void Crier? Oh, there we go. Crew.
Yep.
Bingo.
Got
it. So I can drag me from gunners to magic officers.
Officer.
Dope. Cool. And I'm going to use scrying to basically scan for the gray starship.
What is scrying? Is that scream crying?
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
Scrying is divination. So sort of what I described, him watching the bubbles and the particulates and in the holiday hoobie wuddies going up and down is how he's...
You're going to use a crooked stick and a rod?
Yeah, basically. To figure out, according to what Saren Ray might bestow, what wisdoms Saren Ray might bestow upon him, to figure out something about our ward. I'm trying to figure something out about this ship that's got us stalled. So here we go. I get to use my mysticism instead of engineering because he's a mystic and he's got lots of mysticism.
Well, fun fact, scry actually means to foretell the future using a crystal ball or reflective object or surface. It's a real word. Yeah,
IRL, in real life, like, people will, like, paint a mirror black and then, like, kind of look into it. It's like a dull reflection. It's supposed to, like, freak you out. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No. Sorry. Gonna retract that question. What did you roll?
I rolled a 10 plus my mysticism, which is 15, so 25.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
And the DC is 5 plus 1.5 times the tier of the starship being scanned, which we do not know yet.
Correct. So you don't know what's going on with that. And you find out the information. Yeah, good.
Yeah, basically, plus its bonus. If I succeed, I learn the first unknown piece on the following list. For every 5 with which I exceed, I learn another unknown piece of information.
This is cool. You succeeded.
Thank you.
Now, yeah. I like this a lot. I'm going to go look and see what that list is. I believe it's the same as scan, right? So. Ooh.
I'm nodding because my mouth was full, yes.
Got it. So you got a 25, right?
Yes.
Wow. That's dope.
As the kids would say, yes.
Okay. And on this list on page 325 in the core rulebook, there are 5. There's basic information, defenses, weapon, load, and other.
I can't help but notice there's a glaring omission in this list.
Of?
Location.
That's because it's assuming that you see your targets.
Yeah.
Right. And I think the assumption is that you've already spotted. I would like to. I don't know if John could be convinced to add that to the list. But maybe. I'm going to make the pitch.
Like it's implied.
I feel like location should be 0.
So, I'm going to let you choose. You can either, because you succeeded so well, you technically get more than just the 1. There's something about the connection that you have. It feels a little too easy for you to just feel like you were abducted, but then also we don't know why you were in those bushes on Outpost Omicron. We don't know what happened before. And there's something about this that you tap in and you're like, I can feel the presence of them. So I'm going to let you decide. You can either try and extend it and learn as the letter of the law, learn more than one, or you can know about the
spirit of the law.
Because you did really well.
Which is a real thing.
So what you're saying is I can either get the location of the ship exactly, presumably, like know which hex the ship is in.
Right.
Or I can get any number of these items, but I don't know how many.
No, you know. I mean, I'll tell you. You could get 1 and 2.
Yeah, screw that. Give me the location.
Okay. Okay.
I want to know
Actually,
exactly where
you
the
could
ship get
is. 1, 2, and 3. Because you succeeded
You and your
twice.
devil's bargain.
You learn another unknown piece of information. Which, by the
Or
way...
the location.
Or the location, yeah. That is...
This is a lot of information. That seems crazy that you just give all of this right away. But, I mean...
That's the book.
Is scrying different than scan?
No. It's the magic officer is like... You... The way it's written, it's like you scan, but with your mysticism.
Got it. I need 2 seconds. I'm so sorry.
Yep. I'll take location. Final answer.
They are 1 hex away.
What?
No.
What? I don't believe it.
In your starboard firing
Oh,
arc.
that's so
As of right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
the start of this combat.
Well,
But you can't see them. You cannot see them.
You're not gonna believe this.
We're right on top of them.
The bubbles are saying that the gray ship that we're looking for is if you look out the starboard window, you should be able to see them, but they're not there. But they are there, but they're not there, and you can't see them, but they're there. I promise.
I think
I'm not picking them up on my weapons scan.
I'm going to draw them. I'll put a little circle on your map so you know where to aim.
So we can hit them with that information.
We can hit them with that information, I think, based on my years of experience. Yeah, being,
Mr. GM, dude, is
that right?
So, technically,
net weapon,
you
maybe.
cannot. But given your success with the scrying and knowing where it is, I think you would, but you would get a minus because it's not going to show up on your targeting computer. So you're going to have to use the force. That's it.
If I do another scan, can I help?
It's
further
not going to
narrow
take
down?
it away.
Okay, all right.
No, it's not.
Got it.
No.
Well, great.
You know the hex that they are in.
Okay.
That does not necessarily... Well, one, I mean, we're just in the engineering phase. We're not even in the piloting phase. So
right?
Let's see what happens.
Oh, shit, because they can move. And we don't know where we are in initiative.
Because
We don't have
haven't
any
needed to roll
breaching
yet.
pods, do we?
We do not have breaching pods, no.
Okay, is there anything else we're going to do on the engineering phase?
I can
think
do
so.
some stuff, right?
Okay.
Or I mean,
Yeah,
I think
go
we
ahead.
all have turns. Is that right? So last
Well,
episode,
Depending on
you
our
can
roll.
act in it.
last episode,
You can act, yeah.
last episode, I buffed Kevin's weapon, basically, with I believe it was ready weapon system. There's another one called range finding, which basically does the same thing. Oh no, it's a bonus to 1 attack roll or skill check. I'd like to do that too because there's nothing really in engineering proper that I can do that's interesting. So
Okay.
just telling
ready
you
weapon system
what I
gives
intend to
you
do.
+1 to damage,
because
and
the other one helps
range
you
finding
make
gives
the
you
attack.
+1 to attack. Yeah.
All right, so
Heerz never left, and he was just under Colin's like gun the entire time, like doing his mechanical computer stuff.
he's just like, I have one more thing to give you, Rick. Let me see here. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then he's like, all right, so this will make it easier for you to hit. I mean, with that new information that we found that they're kind of invisible, this might be helpful for you. All right? He gives you a pat on the back and like looks over your shoulder. I'm ready. You got this.
Okay.
He puts his hand up and caresses.
That's the engineering phase. Let's
you
do
touching
some
his hand?
piloting rolls,
Aww.
Doctor, okay?
I love you too, Rick. You're a good friend, though. You know what I'm saying? I love you.
I don't. Whatever. Anyway, let's move on.
Alrighty. Dr. OK, what did you get on your piloting roll?
Let me...
Remember that you get a +1.
Yes, of course. My gosh, why can't I find my sheet? Here we go. Piloting.
Oh.
This is Dr. OK talking to himself. I'm piloting.
I can pilot this with a 24.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, good move. 24. Okay. They got higher than you.
Of course.
They did very well. I will say that they did very well. But they got higher than you for this turn.
So they're
All right, so
you're first?
You move first. What do you want to do?
Oh, we move first? Okay.
Yeah, the lower roll
I
moves
think, given our situation, we either try to ram them or we try to keep them at arm's length in front of us.
Well,
What say you all?
I just buffed, Rick up pretty well, and I feel like he's not going to do what he did with the supercharged weapon. I think he's going to use it, so whatever allows him to actually shoot would be good. If he can get right up next to him and still shoot, I'm fine with that because I'm pretty experienced with boarding, if that's something you wanted to do.
I am also not
We don't
opposed to
have any
boarding.
breaching pods, but ramming we could do.
Oh, you're right. I just realized. That's true.
Question for John. I know where they are. Do I know what way they're facing?
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, why are they doing
We know where they are, but we don't know where they're going.
What you gonna do?
So I think this is a bit of a pickle. I think we try to get out of here.
This is a pickle.
What do you mean out of here? Like run away?
I mean, for the shadow projector has a range of about 6x's, and so if we can get outside of that, we could jump back into the drift, get to where we're going.
You're already in the drift.
Just saying, run out.
That, without knowing where they're facing, that I think that's our only play.
Is it possible
Fair
that if we
enough.
were outside of this shroud that you were referring to, that we would be able to see them on targeting systems?
Potentially. I don't know. Is there
That's
something I can
10
roll to know
hexes,
that?
right?
Give
6
me
hexes.
an engineering check.
No.
Can I?
You want me to give you an engineering check?
I can't roll engineering untrained.
Okay.
Kev, yeah, sure.
You do that. I'll help.
I'll do an engineering check.
We'll all help. Whoever.
You are all hearing this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Engineering. What'd you get?
A 33.
Very
I got
nice.
a natural
and I think
20.
it's a natural 20, yeah.
I assist with a 27.
Is that 2 natural 20s?
Wow.
But it's only a 24 total because I have no skill
Wow.
in engineering.
It's still very impressive. You know that they are
But my first
cloaked.
roll on my flip die was a natural 20.
Woo.
So
That's
just saying.
Good.
Definitely worth the money.
Omens. Good omens. They are cloaked. Getting outside of a range would not change the fact that they will be seen or not. Getting outside will allow you to actually start to move through the drift in any sort of meaningful fashion. You will actually be able to get back on the way that you need to go. So if you wanted to get out of 10 hexes and just book it, you can book it.
I mean,
So when you were talking about being cloaked in the opening,
in real life, that
we
would
were
be the
talking
wise
about
thing to do. But from a
this.
podcast perspective, I feel like you should probably try to actually do this justice.
I don't know, man. You can do whatever you want, man.
burn
Do
up
it
to
from
the core.
whatever perspective. They did abduct you.
All right.
Shoot him out of the sky. I'm still mad what happened to Nico and everyone else.
Okay. What is the pilot doing?
Pilot's going to try I'm just going to move my full speed, try to get us in position to get them in our sights, maybe. But
Okay.
here's the thing. We won't know where they are after they've moved, so we have to do another scan, like a scry, to like locate them, right?
I'll tell you that with your super successes, again, this is because you guys are killing it today. With your super success, you venture that once they start firing, they will be uncloaked.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
So it's sort of like the invisibility spell.
It's like
Yes.
Klingon
that's a good
cloaking
comparison.
in like
Yeah.
the first 4, iterations of the show.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so maybe then what I will do is
Broadside them.
I mean, can we?
No.
Can we ram them?
Broadside requires.
Right. If you can rotate in place.
It's actually a
I
gunner
could,
thing,
like,
and it's
shoot the net.
Yeah, it's a gunner. It's level 6, so you can't do it.
I just don't know
to
if you can
rotate.
You
in
don't
place?
have to
Rotate in
move.
place.
Oh yeah, you don't. To rotate, I think you can just do whatever you want. Like you can just. You don't need to roll. I believe
Hold on.
you're gonna just rotate.
But
I
that
remember
counts
right.
as one move. But like,
Because Colin
it's
really wants to like.
I feel like that goes into maneuverability of the craft. Like you have to move forward in order to rotate. So like,
right.
No, I'm.
but there's a stunt
fairly
I
certain
thought.
that I just read that if you're just gonna turn, you just turn without doing anything, that it's fine. I thought. I could be wrong.
That's not right.
Turn in place.
Turn without
no
moving.
movement.
Yeah, there's rules for it.
Right. There's rules for it, but I'm saying that
Yeah, you lose AC and TL.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
is that a
Trying to
stunt?
bait me?
Yeah, it's a stunt.
Yes.
Trying to bait me, GM, who doesn't
That's a
exist,
Stunt.
who's just there,
what is-
the
oh.
void.
That's where it is. No movement. No. Okay, what is your maneuverability?
I thought it was moderate.
What does it say on the handout?
I'm looking. Good. One
Okay.
turn.
You would not take any
you're
AC
right.
or TL changes.
It's if you have poor maneuverability, then you lose
Right,
AC.
exactly. That's why I was saying. So it won't harm you, or it wouldn't harm you to just turn. You can just
Well,
face any direction, stay in the same hex.
I'm going to move 1 hex. No, I'm just going to rotate. Just going to rotate in place.
Just a reminder,
gonna
we
rotate.
do not have any weapons on the aft section of this ship.
Make sure that Rick
We
can
do
shoot.
have the turret.
You have a heavy net on the front, on the forward, right? Light particle.
Do I need
beams
to
on
write, like-
starboard and port?
Hold on.
No, you
Sorry, do I
said
need
we
to
have-
do a skill check for rotate, turn in place?
Nope.
We have a heavy
wait,
laser
as a
cannon in
stunt.
the front. We have light particle beams on each side, and then we have the heavy laser net on the turret.
Right. Okay. No, you don't need to do anything, I think, to turn in place. I'm not seeing a DC. To stunt. Is that what you want to do?
No.
Putting that hex
No,
in the.
that's not what I wanted. Because he's got a movement still, right?
Uh huh.
And presume he's seen us move ahead of this, correct?
Yeah, that's what started Starship Combat.
I think it's wise to try and get a little distance so we increase the amount of real estate our forward firing arc will have. So I'm going to rotate. I'm going to travel 10 hexes and rotate to face them like this. A couple of hexes away.
Okay. All right. Couple hexes away.
And yet you're still so far away.
All right, so you are now 3 hexes away. You've done a U-turn. I like this idea that you flew in and came into this square, and Colin was like, "Oh, they're right here. We did really well." And you're like, "I got this." After thinking about it, you're like, "Let's line them up." Dead in the sights.
Dr. OK pulls the handbrake
Rick,
and
can you,
just like,
you know where they are roughly? Rick,
Okay.
Rick, he's still above your shoulder. He's whispering into your ear. Hey, Rick,
Yes.
do you know where they are roughly? You gonna shoot them, or do you need yeah?
I mean, they are moving. I have no idea where they're going to. They're
Fuck.
cloaked.
All right, yeah. I thought that. Yeah, that's right. All right, cool, Rick. Good call. Good call. Well, when you know where they are, give them hell.
Alrighty. So they move. It is now. Why did it reset initiative? Okay.
Question:
that's fine.
if we would have done a flyby, how does that work as a second? If we lose the initiative,
Why? Wait, what?
so a flyby, you fly through their hex, and then you're able to take a attack at close range from any arc.
Right. And they would have been able to take an attack on you, I think, because you moved.
That's if you
near
fail. If you fail, your
Right.
starship moves as described, but you follow normal rules for attacking
Normal, yep.
and the move. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so if you had wanted to try and go under that and do a flyby and do an attack, you could have done it as long as you meet the DC.
That might have been the right path. Because then we would have at least gotten to target them without knowing where they are.
Yeah. I don't think we would have been able to, though, because we didn't have the maneuverability.
Right.
Based
I'm
on
just-
where we were facing and...
No, ship moves as normal, so he could have done a U-turn and then flown through that hex.
It's not a... You can't do a U-turn and then fly through. It's a move and then U-turn.
Right. He would have to do, he'd have to move and turn until he made a U shape. And then come back through the hex that was...
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And you could probably do that.
Okay. Cool. So
We have
you spin around. You spin around. And I believe we do the gunnery check in the order that the piloting check was. So, what are
where'd
you all
move
going to do?
Clever girl. I just gotta call in some pirate friends, and they'll just help out. Maybe need some other ships here.
Okay, so I don't
Roger.
exactly know what to do here.
Something.
What's up?
So it's
What is Rick 19 saying?
Yeah, what does Rick say?
I am just going to target where I believe they are going. That's the
Alright.
best I can do at this point.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna just lock on to empty space. That's a 17 on my flip die.
Don't forget you have a +1 or whatever.
Plus one plus
You
my
don't have a
9.
+1.
It'd be a
You don't have a
no,
plus
I got one
to-
from.
No, I gave him a
I got
+1.
one
Here's
from.
Oh, yeah, that's
Heerz.
right. Sorry. My bad.
So that is a 27 to hit.
Ooh. Okay. And where did you fire on Foundry? What gun and what arc? What did you fire?
I'm gonna say I fired on the. What's the yellow one? Which be the port side.
Port.
So that would be my light particle beam.
Light particle beam.
Targeting the port side with the light particle beam.
Flies out.
Enhance.
We're gonna-
Enhance.
Enhance. This sweet light laser, white laser, just shoots off. Let's see what happens when they attack. What is your AC, Void Crier?
1-8. It is 18.
Can we have
18.
Kaneko like buff us?
Oh yeah.
You,
What's gonna-
you
Like
are
AC?
controlling Kaneko, so yeah, you could do that. You could do that.
Before we do the, I guess it's too late now.
I was gonna say, I think we could have done that in the engineering phase, but not in the gunnery phase.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
missed opportunity.
It's all right. That's okay. Ooh. Okay.
What is left?
You fire off into the port arc.
And you hit.
That white laser shoots through space and just keeps going.
I don't appear to have hit anything.
And then a white laser comes in from your starboard arc
Ooh.
as the gray capsule
Right next to where
materializes,
Kevin's mouse is, actually.
dealing 12 points of damage to the Void Crier.
The port side shields.
Thanks.
They're
To
on the starboard side.
shields.
Starboard shields, yeah, you're right.
They're on the starboard side.
Yeah.
I can see them on my targeting scans.
Oh
now.
boy, look.
Okay.
How do we apply the? Well, it's probably a bad
And
time.
I wasted my
Oh wait,
good
here it is.
roll for that.
And there was
a
12
good
points.
roll.
You said.
12 points of damage. Does that meet a
Okay.
critical threshold?
What is the critical threshold?
It's your CT on the
13. CT is 13.
No, that would be 13. It was only 12.
13. Ooh, okay. So your systems are intact, but you get rocked on the starboard shields. with
Wait, question,
12
John.
points of damage. Yeah.
Since I rolled so high, if I would have said starboard, would you at least give me a hit?
Well, I think to shoot, you have to know the hex that they're going to be in.
Are they facing
I don't-
forward?
Yeah.
I don't know if it says that in the rules, but I'm just curious. Like, I mean, I rolled pretty
Right.
damn good. It's a natural 20.
So wait, it's not
Oh,
start
no, it was a
forward?
17. I forget.
It is forward. I have my alternative rotation not set to the front arc because I had to do something special to get yours set. Do you see my color raised now? My
Yes.
firing arc? Yeah, cool. So I had to do something special to get yours to face forward. I just was lazy and didn't
I
do that.
thought that
for
you
mine.
couldn't target a corner in your center line for your forward firing arc is a corner of a hex.
Right. What you do is you decide which arc it's in. So if you are on a corner, you decide which arc it's in. You are in their
but then
purple
I
forward
can,
arc.
whatever.
No, I mean, if
Saying
you
that your arc
look right now,
isn't split by
Your
the
arc
hexes.
isn't aligned on a hex. Is what I'm saying.
Wait, yeah, but I mean, okay. If I do,
So we
Because I could have gone here. Is what you're saying.
sure. So if I go,
But
no,
it
I
should
mean,
be-
you wouldn't
it
go
should be one
anywhere.
or the
So
other.
they are right. So if I point it to the middle of the hex, you are in the middle of my purple thing.
But
If
you
I take
can't
off
point
yours-
to a corner.
The
You have
middle.
to point to a side.
Point to the side.
Wait, what?
The
So
front
you're-
of your vehicle is the side of a hex, not a corner.
So-
of a hex.
Yeah.
Right. So
okay.
basically, your ship right now is pointing at a corner of the hex. So that
okay.
It
That
affects
is
your
not- okay.
maneuverability
there you
in
go.
the
you
future turns. Is the only reason
go.
why I care.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Because
want
you
to do
can't
another
cross
scan-
diagonally into a hex, from what I
Sure, that's
understood.
fine. So
Right.
So just to agree, the left corner of their ship is what we are calling the front, which is what that's fine. That's what I was calling. The
I'm
front.
just looking
So-
at the pink.
Yeah. So you are in that arc.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah.
Is it just a UFO?
Cool.
Like a classic
Yeah.
UFO?
It's a classic UFO.
It looks like
It
it's
is
on
a-
the cover of an X-Files.
It is a circular gray disc that materializes out of space with a black dome at the top, and there are like light blue lights that are running around the ship, around the black dome, and around the saucer side of the ship. A gray saucer capsule has materialized in front of you
Can Kaneko?
and hit you.
Oh, she is.
Kaneko, can you,
Okay.
there she is. Can you shoot him? Is Kaneko free to shoot?
Who is playing Kaneko?
Not
Well-
I.
She would have had to declare prior to the round, and we're past the gunner's phase.
That she was a gunner.
Yep.
I can't do it now.
Okay.
Maybe
Dr.
I
K.
will later.
Why?
It is.
What?
Will is playing Kaneko. I like it. Okay. All right, that's the end of round one. Round two, you all changing any roles? What's happening here? This is your time to swap roles.
If you can get us within 5 hexes, we can
I'm
try
gonna
to
try
hit them with
and
the
get
net.
us in. I'll try my best. Yes.
I'm gonna stay.
Is
doing
somebody going
general
to take the
missions.
turret, or shall I?
It's been a while
I'll,
since I've driven stick.
It should be you, Rick. Let's be real. It should be you. I can help buff your weapon again, and hopefully this time we can actually land a hit.
Actually, I think this should be me. This is this being a magic weapon and all.
All right, fair enough. I'm with you.
I don't know. what that
Kaneko.
means.
I'll
Can
explain
you
it
do
later.
something
It's
this
cool.
round? Not just stand around looking like nothing's happening. This ship's about to fall apart.
Rick, can you take the other gun?
I will man the gunner's station.
All right.
lost my
And then
hand up.
Colin's doing the magic net, right?
On the turret, yeah.
Correct.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so it's a weapon with a mystic property, meaning I get to use my mysticism modifier
Yeah.
instead of like anything
Makes
else,
sense. That's a really good thing.
which is silly.
Oh, yeah.
You said
am I
that's silly?
correct that Kaniko's diplomacy is plus 15 modifier?
You are correct, sir.
Damn.
Yeah,
Maybe
dude.
she could just get us out of this by talking to them. I mean, like, you never
Sounds
know.
like she's the
What do
captain.
you do?
I mean, morale officer.
Yeah.
Morale officer.
Morale officer.
The Greys will learn.
Okay, so what
Kaniko,
happens?
can
Did
you
you,
give us some morale?
Could you maybe offer
Yes,
some-
I will give you morale if you just hang on a moment. Thank you.
That was pretty good, Kaniko.
That was good. That was good.
Kaniko, maybe have a word with Dr. OK to get us a little better in position to maybe disable this gray ship.
Because I could have done that last turn, not knowing where they were. But okay.
But
Yeah.
you didn't know where they were. Yeah.
And also, I moved last. So
Not,
I tried
not
my
an
best.
indictment on Dr. OK, but like improving our initiative is going to put us in
I need.
position,
Yes,
so.
I get that we need to get. It's a bit like I said. It's been a while since I've driven stick. Okay.
I think you're doing a great job, Dr. OK.
Let's all give him some
We're-
morale boost.
Only
hear
if I could
lots of
just
man
get the
from four stories
rotation.
around. I would have piloted it better.
Oh, I said
Bravo
Meltaman?
Zulu.
Shut up, Meltaman.
If this were a slot car, it would be going much better.
Wasn't Meltaman completely useless during our last combat? He didn't do anything. Screw you, Meltaman.
100%.
I feel like
useless,
you're
thank you.
editorializing the combat because you couldn't talk to them and get them to quite do what you wanted. So no, I think they were very helpful if you wanted them to be. Yeah.
I have a question. So the Greys have revealed themselves. So now, are they going to cloak again before they fire again? Is there a timeout for this, that kind of thing, or? All right, we don't know. All right, if that's the case, like,
Colin, you think you're going to be able to hit on this round? You're going to try to... Yeah. All right, cool. Colin, I'm going to buff your gun. All right. Welcome to the gunner's, like, pod, which I never leave. So,
all right, cool. We lost. Okay.
yeah, so, there, you got a +1 to damage. All right? So
Nice.
enjoy that.
All right.
Which
Ooh.
thing is that?
Oh wait, what tier is the starship that we're fighting?
You don't know yet. What
Okay.
you have to scan or scout again. Also, what action did you take?
It's called Ready Weapon System.
Ready weapon
Science
system.
officer.
It's not. It's an open action.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
because
cool.
science
Alright,
things
so,
aren't really helpful right now.
Love it. Yeah, it's fine.
So just so you know, John, if they're a if they're greater than tier 5, it's a +2 instead of a +1. So
Okay.
just so you know.
Sounds good. It's a +1.
All right. Well, that's good, probably. So there you go.
Okay. All right. So you are in the roles that you want to be in, pretty much the same, just you're saying which weapons you're at. It is the engineering phase of round 2. What are you doing while I do what I do?
Doesn't the captain's phase go for?
Captain can go anytime.
It's engineering, piloting.
Okay, well, I'm going to. You guys can do it this round. And she's gonna roll for to encourage
Nice.
on a diplomacy, and that's at any time, right? And that's for the
Yeah.
whole round,
Yeah.
or is it one crew member? Crew member gains 2. Is it one crew
Yeah.
member?
Yeah,
It's one crew member. Targeted crew member. For their action.
And we're doing engineering to stabilize the shields. Is that correct?
I
This
don't
round?
think so. I don't think anyone has
In
done anything
engineering?
with the shields this round.
No.
Hello,
Yeah, we can hear you.
crew. Who needs help?
I thought that you were going to bump Dr. OK with
Okay.
piloting.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
I'm just saying what I remember you guys
Right.
talking about.
I mean, that's just like the single most
I don't
important thing
remember
that we
that, but-
do.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. So you already have a +15, so you're automatically going to give it. You're just rolling to see if you get a success, a natural 20, and which would increase the bonus.
And I got a 1.
Wow, you got a 1. I mean,
Oh my god.
But it's a 16.
yeah, I don't think that is the like. you're encouraging. I don't think that natural one for there would count.
What would
Like,
that
she has a
even
plus
be
2.
like? You
It's
just
fine.
say something like accidentally incredibly insulting and discouraging.
Yeah, what did she...
Yeah, what
What
did
did she say to Dr. to Dr. K? Dr.
Why don't we
K,
let Dr.
you've
OK
been
decide?
you've probably been doing this so long that you're just an expert. Don't sweat it, okay? Ooh, well, thanks.
Does Dr.
but
OK feel better with that or feel worse? Because that would tell you whether we fail or whether you actually fail or succeed.
well, thank you for your vote of confidence, Kaneko.
Awesome.
All right. So, +2. I'm assuming Dr. OK was cool with that weird compliment.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. I like it. Okay, so Dr. K has a +2 from Kaniko's.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interject on the engineering. I thought we were going to buff engineering, but I don't know why I thought that.
Because we do need to do that
all
at some
good.
point. We only have 3 on the
You
Starboard
can-
It
shields.
is,
Yeah.
it is possibly an important thing.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
The problem with that is
Anything in
Dr. OK
engineering?
would be the one to do it. So
You can always glide and change roles. All right, so anything else in the engineering phase?
No.
Solid. Piloting check. Let's go, Dr. OK.
All right. Here
Let's
we go.
see what
Yes.
happens.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to do this.
And it's a +2. Right?
You get a +2 to your roll, and you will already have a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19, apparently.
Okay. 19. All right. They did better than you, but not by much. They got a 25. So
I'm going to put our starboard side to him, just in case we get hit again. As best I
Wait.
can. Do we?
Doctor,
roll.
if
Yeah.
we could put our forward side up, I could use this net.
I'm going to do another Dr. OK Okada's 2 maneuver.
Wait, did you hear Colin just now though?
What?
He had a
No, I didn't.
If you put this our
sorry,
forward
hold
side
Sorry.
to them,
Dude, like Mumble has been like messing up, so I went over to Video Ninja to get audio because it seemed to be coming in better, but now I'm just gonna turn it off. Yes, Colin.
if you put our
still
forward
can't
side
hear
to
you.
them, I can try to
Vinnie.
target them with this net.
I don't see your thing move on Mumble.
may I suggest we do a flyby? That will at least give us an attempt to target them. Before
Can
they
you guys hear Vinny?
Benny talk.
I can.
Oh,
hear
hey,
you.
now I can hear you.
I see you, Mumble. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
No, I saw him in Mumble. I just didn't see his icon light up blue, so it was
Oh.
weird. But I think it's because you're recording. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Colin.
Cool. So
wait.
yeah.
Colin, what was that? I couldn't quite hear you down there in the bowels of the ship.
Turn the. If we could see the front of the ship over, if we could point the ship to the forward arc to show where they're going to be, I could use this net to do some real damage.
Yeah, well, that's up to John to show the forward arc.
But it might be.
Wait, what?
But he can turn. Yeah. So
Oh,
he's
wait, this
starting
turret-
there.
Sorry,
turret can go anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. In my head, this turret was in the forward arc only, but no, we just need to be within
5 hexes.
5 hexes. Period.
Okay.
Sorry. Rewind. Doctor, if you could put us within 5 hexes of where they stop, I could probably do some damage with this here net.
It's gonna be hard to do if I'm moving last, but I'll do my best.
Is it possible to fly by them, and maybe we can target them on the way?
That's a smart idea.
Sure. You want me to try that? It's been a while since it's a calculated risk, let's just say.
I trust your calculations.
I'm
Dr.
for it.
OK.
I'm for it, Doc.
Yeah, but man, I'm really bad at math.
It's that basic arithmetic. It really gets me.
Kaniko's like, what? Sorry, what?
Okay, so piloting check to move starship up to its speed and move through one enemy occupied hex without provoking. Yeah?
I think that's what you're trying to do, yeah.
And
You
it's
gotta roll
contingent on the
piloting
fact
check.
that, yeah, but it's sort of like they can evade it, right? Because they still move in their piloting phase.
That's what I don't
No,
know.
I
don't
think it
know.
would-
I think if you succeed, you get to take the attack.
Yeah, because I think the point is that like it allows you to move and attack in close.
Okay.
Yeah. If you fail, you provoke an attack.
And I have just enough movement to get through. So do I move no matter what, or what happens if I fail?
What
You
if
still move.
Yeah, if you fail, you do your move as normal, but you
Okay.
take an attack of opportunity.
Got it. Okay. Cool. We're gonna have them on our backside
free
after
attack.
this is all done. And Dr. OK is gonna move. He's gonna do a little
this is
bit of
so
a
cool.
lilt.
Yeah.
Cut us 3.
Just gonna like zigzag towards them.
Oh, we flew right by him.
Yeah.
We're real close.
That's
fire,
Throw
fire.
right by him.
And you have to roll.
Piloting, right?
Yeah, it's
Do I still get 2
15 plus
2?
1.5 times the enemy ship tier.
no, your ship tier. If you
That says the
use
tier
the
of the
starship,
enemy ship. It's a
I'm looking
piloting
at
check.
it on your thing. It says plus
It's
ST.
a 17.
15
right?
plus 1.5 ST,
That's a.
which is ship tier. Which is using the
Oh,
handy
so it's
dandy
a
starship
22
DC table.
on my piloting
So 22
check is what I have to
Yeah.
get
Yes.
for this to pay off.
Yes.
Is that ship tier? Our ship tier? Because according to
It says ship tier on the handout. EST is enemy ship tier. That's what I'm seeing. If I go
Do
to...
I still get the +2 from my encouragement or no?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't see
Because
why
it's a
not.
single player, right?
Well,
That's how it's phrased.
and we'll provide a bonus on a targeted
One-
check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have
feel
used
like,
it on this one.
Yeah, I feel like if it had
Okay,
just said
that's
you
fine.
get a +2.
Look at that. 24 passed.
from the book,
Nice.
though, it
Hell
says
yes.
the tier of the enemy ship. Flyby. Right there.
You must succeed at a piloting check, the tier of the enemy ship. All right, so your handy dandy thing that you gave to me, which is your fault, Kev.
I
is
pulled it
wrong.
off the internet, man.
So,
I don't know. We're
it's
by the way,
wrong.
we're using the
Why
Starship
didn't you
Guide
say
So wait,
Fit 2.
you didn't verify your source before you gave it to the GM?
Kevin.
No, because it's a guide,
on.
not it's
It
not
looks so
a
official.
reference.
It just
It-
looks
yeah, it
so
looks really
beautiful.
official. Yeah, it's
and
really good.
Color-coded
it's so
and
wrong.
everything.
And it says
Yeah.
it says right here ST instead of EST, because that's what it should say. According to the
Wait a minute.
to the very top of the page has the difficulty check, and it says base value starship tier, and it has a little E that says enemy. And
Well, you
on
can find the guy on
that's for
Reddit.
on Flyby,
Let them
it says
know
DC 1515 ST.
and in
Hold
version
on.
3, they'll correct it.
I think in any case, I passed.
Yes, except in the core rulebook on page 319, it says the DC is 20 plus 2 times the tier of the enemy starship.
For Flyby?
Yeah.
That's
Why 3?
That's wild. That seems crazy to me.
That's crazy. I
Where
think
did they get 15 plus 1.5 ST?
Is that in
It said-
Starship Operations?
No, it's in the core rulebook.
On Flyby.
Page 319.
I must have an old version because it says DC 15 plus 1.5 times the tier of an enemy ship.
Oh, they must have changed it. I have probably the original, so I think they lowered it because yours is newer than what mine would have been the PDF. It has to be.
319. Mine also says 15.
Okay, mine says 20. So I think that's an errata.
That's wild.
I mean, they probably did it because they know that 20 is like. I mean, this would be a big piloting check.
And
so
Archives of Nethys says
15.
15 plus 1.5.
Great. So
Yeah,
my
but that's just
core
the
book is
internet,
at
and
a
it verified as
No,
God,
Archives of
you've given us.
Nephis is official.
yeah. They keep it
Oh,
updated.
good.
All right, cool. So you succeed. I fucking love this.
Oh my gosh! It paid off! You
Burn
guys!
and fly by.
Not yet, it hasn't.
Burn it! Burn that thing down!
Everyone empty your guns. Now is the time.
So, the question is, what? Okay. All right. Okay. They are gonna move now.
Wait, aren't we shooting as we're flying
But
by?
we still had to fly
says
by.
on the
They
gunnery
still have
round.
to fly by no matter what. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we get to attack them during our movement? That's
On
not
the
the whole
gunnery
point.
round, you take that.
No, it happens on the gunnery round.
So weird. I feel like a flyby
So
would.
we basically just did a starship-based acrobatics shit.
So the idea
But
is
it's
that
at
these are
range
happening
1.
kind of
It's at range 1 is what we
Right.
get to do.
exactly. So that means that if that's in the arc for the turret, then
Well, it's,
or
of
for
course it's
the
in the
or,
Arkham
or for
turret.
the for the appropriate one, then that's fine. The idea is that these happen concurrently.
Right.
but they.
So
don't,
as they are about
because
to
you're
move,
delayed.
you snuck in a flyby.
right.
No. You will still get that attack in addition to the other attack.
Okay.
I think.
All right, cool.
I think that you get both
Got it.
attacks.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So even though they are moving away, you still get both attacks.
Yeah, but are they in our forward arc or are they in our rear arc?
We get to choose which.
Now they're
arc-
in our rear arc.
We get
Well,
to choose
it
which
falls.
arc is used as 0 or as 1 hex.
Yeah, and it looks like to me that you all are on that it's on a fault line between two arcs. So you can choose which arc it's in. So before I
think
move,
that's because
which
we're
one you
not
want to use?
pointed perfectly at a side.
Well, I thought the whole point of this was to shoot it as like you're flying by. And
So-
it's the forward arc.
Right. Effectively,
any
we
arc.
are,
Oh, it's any arc.
but he's allowed to move before we do that.
Okay.
Right.
But like for the flyby, we can use our forward firing arc is what you're saying.
Yes. No
Okay.
matter how far away he is.
Great. Yes,
But
that's the
do
whole
we
point.
want to use the it doesn't matter because you want to use the net, right?
Yes. And the net can point in any arc.
Yeah.
And it has a shorter range, so even
Yeah, but it's
like we're more
just
likely
use
to
it.
be in range still with another arc.
Hit him with the net,
Okay.
Cool.
starring
Good.
Sandra Bullock.
You like to move it, move
I
it.
love
John.
that
Go for
movie
it.
so much.
You would.
Okay.
It's like Hotmail in a movie.
It was advanced
pretty
for its
bad.
time.
It was advanced for its time. All right. They move, and the way that they move as you're flying by, you can't see anything inside of that black dome at the top of the ship. But the way that they move is so on a dime. They pivot, turn, twist, and just spin and like fly in this erratic pattern, not technically, that moves all away from you all so quickly.
Yeah, the advantage of the gray
And
ships,
I'm gonna-
for sure. Apparently,
Yeah.
the shape of it, the drive.
So I'm going to point the thing where it needs to go, and then we'll be good. Alrighty. So it's going to be our gunnery round. They have moved to about 9 hexes to the left and are facing forward against y'all. If you can quite tell what forward is, you can see that it is, but it tends to be the same position every time. What's going to happen in gunnery? So you all get 2 gunnery rolls, right? Is that right?
But one of them
Or,
is
well-
the flyby. I don't believe it's a free attack. So
Got it.
But since we have 2 gunners, we still get 2 attacks.
Right. Okay.
Shoot this.
Okay.
Shoot it.
So these are going to happen at the same time.
Hit him where it hurts,
Give him
gentlemen.
hell. Give him hell, Rick. Now we can do it. And you, Colin.
I am picking them up on the aft starboard side. I believe I can still hit them with the light particle.
Port.
Port
Good,
side.
port.
Port side.
Port side. Port side. I thought you were the Navy. I mean, I thought you were in the Navy, Kev.
I was, yes.
Which way is port?
Port
Left.
is to the left because it's got 4
Yellow.
letters. P-O-R.
So
Yellow.
I would like to amend this judgment because that's not how it's written.
What's not how
What?
it's written?
You get to choose one arc.
of
your
their
starship's
ship.
weapons,
Oh, I'm not gonna trust my.
as if it were in close range. So, like, is that when it says one arc? Is that to say that it's like forward, aft, port, starboard?
Yes.
Yeah, which is just to say that since you're on the turret, you can. My guess is that you can fire anywhere. So,
But my point is, if Kev is on the starboard arc, then we should choose the starboard arc, and thereby get this flyby bonus for both attacks.
Sorry, flyby does what? Oh, because you choose an arc to attack.
Yes,
I think you get.
I think you're right about
that's
that.
how it
then.
reads to me.
So for both, if
I think we should ask the rules paralegals, but
Ooh.
You select one arc of your
a good
starship's
idea.
weapons, plural,
so if you had 3 gunners all using the
against
starboard
any
weapon,
quadrant of the enemy starship.
then they could all shoot during the flyby. I think you're right about that.
So
But that doesn't seem right. Like you're all taking turns at the same gun.
No, we're all no.
No.
If you have 3 different
So, for
gunners,
example-
all using it. If you had 3 guns on the starboard side and you had 3 gunners
Right, you
sitting
could
on
all
those
use
3
it.
guns,
Right.
you could all use it during the flyby, because that's
Yeah.
correct.
Sure.
that's the
yeah.
way the ship is
so
facing.
we should
when
get
they-
4 attacks then, or
We
No,
should
it's
have
just
an
you
attack
still
for
have
each
number
gunner
number for each gunner. Yeah, one for gunner.
using
Yeah.
flyby.
So 2.
Yes. Cool.
Cool.
In that case, let's roll them up, gentlemen.
Okay.
hit them where it hurts.
And by gentlemen, I mean me and Kev Godspeed.
God.
I
You
rolled
guys get
21.
+9 plus whatever.
+1. Oh, no, not for you, Kev. Never mind. 21 it is.
Nope.
Just make
I got
sure you get a +9 for your base attack bonus with the weapon, right?
It should
I
already
got
be calculated in there.
a 12 on my
Yeah, but they're not using. He's
flip
using his
die
coin.
and +9. So
Okay.
Plus your
21.
regular dex, right? Isn't it?
It's
Did you calculate it all out, the whole thing, Kev?
I double checked. It's equal to my range attack.
Oh.
Which is it's your base attack bonus.
So
plus your
+9.
dex,
So
I believe.
21 against. You're shooting which weapon?
21 with the light particle beam.
Port part. Port beam. Okay. You fire that. So. Okay. And Colin Edenbrand. Well, I'll tell you, Kev. That hits.
Yes.
AC.
God.
That hits. Which quadrant is that for me? Is that the one that I'm facing now? The
We
way that
get
I'm
to
facing
pick
now?
which quadrant.
Uh,
So pick a quadrant, Kev.
I
Wait,
say
you
port.
get to pick which quadrant this is
against
for
any
me.
quadrant of
Correct.
the enemy starship. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of the flyby.
because of the flyby. Because I got
that's
all
for
up in your
both?
business with Okada's
So
2.
we
That's for
The-
both attacks. That
So
feels like
it-
it would make sense for one because you're able to get one off.
No, it makes perfect
maybe
sense because it's a
we would be
flyby.
targeting the
attacks from
same-
flyby would hit the same quadrant.
Right.
We're using the same side of the ship to hit the specific target.
Okay.
I am targeting the aft section.
Right in the keister.
Because I'm assuming the aft has lower.
I mean, it's a it's not like a. I feel like it's an alien gray ship. That's an orb. Does it have
4,
sides?
4, total of 10 damage from me.
Okay, so 10 damage from you for against which quadrant? Of
Aft
mine?
quadrant.
Aft.
Aft quadrant. Okay.
Basically, what we're doing is we're saying our flyby on the port side. You came about. Your ass came to our port through the flyby, and that's when we decided to fire. That
Got
makes
it.
perfect
Love it.
sense.
Yep, sounds good. So, Colin Edenbrand, your shot.
Actually,
Right.
I would have gone forward just to have that heavier. Whatever. I'm sticking to it. Port side.
Now, the reason why you want to scan, just because I'm just thinking about it now, is that like I don't know what your shield values are at, and when you divert them. So my like you might want to target ones that are at different numbers. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or we just poke a hole in his ass and he deflates like a balloon.
Why is that?
What a great mental
Across the
picture.
screen. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right.
All right.
So, since you're firing a net weapon, I think it's a little different.
Is it?
Aren't you firing a net weapon?
Heavy net laser?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's. Is it different?
God,
How is it different?
every time?
Yeah, what is different?
I'm looking.
It's a laser net.
Heavy laser net.
It has a plus 12?
Yeah, that's what I'm also trying to look at.
Is it a direct fire weapon or a tracking weapon?
It is a direct fire weapon.
It's direct fire.
Okay, cool. Then it targets AC. Great.
Yeah.
I thought that it was a tracking weapon. Cool. Give me your roll.
Okay, got it. Stand by just a moment.
Remember the +1, please.
Did somebody...
Yes. I'm so sorry. I clicked on the wrong ship and I was adjusting the shields.
I already adjusted our shields.
Here we go.
Right. I was trying to click on my ship to adjust my shields and I clicked on your ship by accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
here we go. This
5d6.
net
Uh-huh.
is a point weapon,
Okay.
meaning the gunner of the targeted starship can attempt an immediate gunnery check if he wants with the point weapon against... Oh, sorry. Never mind. This is inverse. I thought this was saying that we could use... that they could track, like, fire against this weapon to stop it from hitting their ship, but no.
Mm-hmm.
This means that I can use this weapon to target tracking
Weapons.
ordnance on its way to us in order to take out, like, tracking weapons headed to our ship. Never mind. I misinterpreted. Cool. So that's a hit for 5d6.
Ooh,
Yikes.
decent for sure.
Do I have 5d6?
Hitting the aft. Hit that critical threshold.
That is a lot. That is a lot.
I'm going to roll it in Foundry because I don't have 5d6s handy.
Okay.
That is a lot. That even feels damaged. / roll 5d6. Here we go, gentlemen. Are we ready? That is 24 damage.
Ooh.
Right up the poop.
Wow, well done.
Oh.
Wow, dude.
Heavy laser net. Just like...
Woo, yeah.
The way
They explode.
that I feel like both those weapons just hit even the same point on the ship.
Yeah.
Because you see the ship try and just in the same hex trying to stabilize. There is a clear debris that has just, like, a part of the hull has just definitely come off. This ship is very damaged.
Hell yes.
All right.
And that's our game.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We can do it. We can
How
pull
many
this off.
rounds is this Starship Combat gonna go? Because when y'all hit, y'all hit. When you miss, you miss. But when you hit, that was a... Woo.
Hell yeah.
That
That was a
flyby.
tasty
I
lick.
missed because I couldn't see it. I was just
Dr.
shooting.
OK with the
Literally guessing
flyby
quadrants.
was the reason that y'all could nail it. That was
Yes.
that was a good call.
Just
That was
like
a good call.
just like hitting wombats in my T16 back home.